the sort of the friendship in the band, you know, everyone's sort of very close, or
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we definitely.
Unfortunately, we're very close because we've been doing this tour in a
We got really close on this tour.
How do you know each other? How did you meet?
Well,
Just Los Angeles.
Yeah.
There's always, especially in the musician community, you always meet other musicians out, or wherever, even on the road. Our bass player, I actually, the first time I met him was in Chicago, and we were in different bands on tour, and then
so you sort of just make friends.
Yeah,
and then
over the course of time, you end up playing with just about everybody if you're out there. So, with him and our drummer, I did a tour with Mark Lanigan for Bubblegum, and we were like, most of his backup band. And so that's kind of where, I brought them to her, because I thought.
I said, bring them to me.
It's like a natural thing. You think how we can work together really well.
Yeah.
Like a natural progression kind of.
Yeah, so that's kind of where it all stemmed from. And so timing is really important with all this stuff, because, this is her first musical venture, and to do it now was the perfect time, because all of our other Queen's offshoots are all doing different tours, and so we get the opportunity to play with Crooked Vultures.
Oh, I know.
So it's a great launching pad, great launching pad for Serena and the whole Sweethead thing.
you're going to be buying each other Christmas presents?
Oh,
I mean,
no, I'm just kidding.
No,
It's funny because we've been on tour so much, and then just everything's all Christmassy here, and
Are you going to get home for Christmas? Or?
Yeah.
and then we'll see what happens after that. There's talk of coming back here and other tours and all that. So
yeah, we're thinking about our next single and stuff, and we need a minute to really
take stock.
I mean, that sort of, thinking about a single, is it more yourselves sort of choosing that, or is
no,
Well, I think we try to
encourage
the label or anybody who, if they believe in a song, I mean, it's our music, if they think they can do something with it, I say go for it.
But it's funny, it's like in France we're gonna be going with a different single, versus England. It's like the territories are so different that you have to fit their whim almost, but
yeah.
Sure, something that'd be a hit here might not necessarily go down
Right.
the German.
That's
French,
pretty normal too. The States are always different as well, so
right.
we'll try and figure that all in, when we do pick a single.
One thing, just going back to influences, am I right in thinking you've covered Tired of Waiting by the Kinks? Now, I grew up on the Kinks. I'm a big fan of my parents. My mum fancies the hell out of Ray Davis. Why? I'm curious, why the Kinks? Did you fan them?
That was so random.
It was kind of a random choice for us because, we were just looking to play a cover, and we tried it once, and then it just so happened that we were at the studio recording another song called Traumatized and Dumb, and I just said, hey, why don't we just try this Kinks song just to see how it comes out, and it was pretty much first take, and the band, it was pretty much live, so it just felt right.
It was meaningful to me because I was always waiting for him to have some time. So I'm so tired of waiting for you.
Have you been true to the song, or have you given it your own twist?
We gave it sort of our own twist.
But we also, we just rocked it up a tiny bit, but it's pretty straightforward.
We actually, we haven't played it in a while. We've been kind of, on this tour we really want to focus on our record and stuff, and we're only playing for half an hour, so it's hard to fit everything in there, because, every sound check we're trying to play something new, but it's like, you get this amount of time, and so we're just kind of a little bit limited on this tour.
Any Christmas song tonight?
Oh yes, it's gonna be an all Christmas song show. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, we're gonna do that.
There's a song by Fear called Fuck Christmas.
Yeah, we'll do that. We're gonna do that one too.
What about festival appearances now? Are you sort of programming stuff for the summer?
Oh, it's definitely being discussed.
We want to come back for sure.
It's fun.
I mean, I try to get to play at least one band every festival season. So far I've been pretty good for the last 8 years. getting over here for festivals. So I think we'll probably end up doing some
What's your favourite festival over here then?
that's hard to say. I really liked Reading this year.
In Glastonbury, but we
I
haven't
played
that,
Glastonbury a couple times. That's a pretty cool festival. But you know, I know that there's tons of other festivals that Americans never even know about. So I'm kind of curious about all these other fringe festivals that
There's so many now.
Yeah, we've got loads, haven't we?
Yeah.
Wow, no more than 100, I think. Now.
Yeah.
And they're getting more and more each year as well. But.
So there'll be bound to be one that you guys can get on the bill for. It'd be great,
Sure.
definitely.
Yeah.
Especially for you, Serena, to experience that British festival crowd.
Well,
There's nothing like
yeah,
it.
we did it. I did do Reading and
We
Leeds
did
this
Reading
year,
and
and
Leeds
it
earlier
was-
this year.
It
and
was fun.
It was right when our EP came out. So
I couldn't believe some people knew the songs, and that just always freaks me out. I was like, really? Wow. So it was very fun
That's
for
great.
me. Yeah.
Any stalkers so far?
Sulkers?
Stalkers.
Stalkers. Oh, sadly no.
All in
No
good time.
stalkers. Yeah, well, I can't wait. I'll let you guys know.
I guess they're reoccurring fans. Nobody's too scary.
So there are familiar faces every gig you go to then, and there are always people who think, oh yeah, you've been
Sometimes,
here every
yeah,
single
yeah.
one. And
Oh, they'll like the shout out Scarlett and Holly.
Yeah.
We see them out, I'm like, really?
There's these twins that
They're
we see all over
twins,
the
yeah.
place.
and they travel everywhere to see you.
They
Yeah.
do, yeah.
Wow.
Where are they based from? US?
I think they're
They're in
from
Manchester.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So you think they'll be here tonight?
Oh, they're here tonight.
Oh,
I already know.
That's great.
Shout out
There
to
you go.
Scarlett and
Ah, so
Holly.
when we hear that, we'll know.
I do love those girls.
Superb. I don't know how much time
Yeah.
we got, but
Well, now it's time to get into the costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and all
Yeah,
that.
so
Yeah,
what was
you
your
get-
ritual before
Yeah,
you
well,
go
how do you
on?
psych
I mean,
yourself up?
Well,
We're
this is part
having
of it.
we're very hungover.
So
sadly.
hair of the dog.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm feeling horrific, but
I
What
tried
is
to.
that? Whiskey and Coke?
This is
Yeah.
this is Maker's Mark and Co. But I try to there's another ritual that I have is I steam my suits.
oh yeah, it's just the cathartic,
Some
you know,
kind
with
of
the
cathartic-
cigar.
Calming and
Yeah.
yeah.
And this,
And then you burn yourself and you're like, wow, this is not calming at all.
Yeah, it's the steaming of the suit.
But at least you're nice and pressed.
It looks good. Better to look good than to feel good.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Cheers to that.
fantastic.
Great,
Thanks a
thank
lot.
you guys.
It's a
Thanks
pleasure.
nice
Thanks a lot.
meeting
Can't wait
you
for the
so
show.
much.
It's
And
been
the
really
time, I
nice.
can't wait
Cheers,
to see you. I'm really
Cool.
looking forward to it. And
Don't be
best
too
of luck.
excited.
And hopefully we'll see you at some festivals next
Yeah,
year.
Yeah,
definitely.
for
Or
sure.
some more tour dates, definitely, yeah.
Thank you.
Sure.
Great guys, thank
Great
you.
stuff. Thanks a lot.
Enjoy tonight.
Thank you. We shall. We will definitely.